Hey guys, it's me, Dave. I can't see. I cannot see. Where is I 223, 2021, 2022. I think that's the date. It's Wednesday. It's about 9:30 p.m. Um, so there's not a whole lot going on, but I am getting hit. I'm getting hit right now. They've been hitting me, making me super tired, almost drunk. Like, I don't know, is that vertigo or whatever? I don't know. Your balance is kind of off. You feel drunk, kind of. And I'm super tired. But I know if I go to bed right now, they won't let me sleep. So they're doing that, putting thoughts in my head all the time. Not necessarily good thoughts, but putting thoughts in my head and stuff all the time. You know, um, that's what they're doing. They just started doing that a few minutes ago. So I've been getting it. I thought they were laying off me. But they're just hitting me in a different way. You know, um, in general, these guys think they can do whatever they want to us. I have to start reading Dr. Duncan's book again. Because I got to a good part and I put the book down because I was going through exactly what he was talking about, and I was like, whoa, it was kind of scary, you know. But everyone should read that book. It really helps a little bit. I didn't read the whole thing, just bits and pieces of it, but um, everyone should read that book. Um, but so I'm getting it, getting perped, by family members and everything else. Uh, my sister came down and did a little shoveling. I can hardly, I go out there and shovel and I'm out of breath. I can hardly shovel. I can hardly do anything. I don't know. It shouldn't be my heart. My heart should be healthy, even with the stents in there. But I get out of breath, and I think they're doing it on purpose. Because if I go for a bike ride, I used to be able to go for a bike ride 5 miles, no problem. 5 miles one way, 5 miles back, and no problem. But the last time I went for a bike ride with my sister, they made me so out of breath. They did not want me to go for a bike ride, and they will do this to spoil any outdoor activity they can because they don't want you leaving the house. They're psycho, and they never used to be like this, you guys. So I don't know if it's a different guy that has taken over or what. He's just more obsessive or possessive or something because they never used to be like this. I would take uh, Buddy and Lexi camping, and they would leave us alone. They would leave us alone. They wouldn't have any perps up there. They had some people up there that looked like agents, older guys in their 60s, but they would leave us alone, and we'd go camping, have a couple beers, have a fire, cook, whatever, and they would leave us alone. Now, last summer, I spent so much money um, booking camping sites and canceling or just not going, and it wasted a lot of money, a couple $100. One time, well, a few times they had some thugs up there. Um, and I was trying to set up a tent. I couldn't do it. I was out of breath. I was so out of breath. It was like 80 some degrees outside. I had to take the dog. We had to leave. I was so out of breath. I could not catch my breath, and I forgot to bring my water with me. I was like, oh, we gotta get out of here. And they had some thugs up there, of course. Um, that was when we were gonna try tent camping. Um, so they have thugs up there now. You know, they want to challenge you. Well, most of the time it's 3-on-1. They want to challenge me and stuff. Well, it's just me by myself with my dog, and it's three or four of them. You know, it's never one guy by himself. It's never one guy by himself. It's never 1-on-1. It's always 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 or 1-on-4. you know, and they will uh, try to scare you, intimidate you, and everything else. Well, there's 3 or 4 guys there trying to pick a fight with you or harass you or something, you know. Well, that's not very fair if it's 4-on-1, you know what I mean? So I just, it's like, oh, fine, you guys win. You guys win, I'll pack my stuff up and I will leave because I don't even want to deal with you fools. And they look like welfare cases, these one guys, 3 of them. And they're out there yelling at their dog and all this stuff. And their dog was coming over to us and everything else. And you know, and they were in like a welfare camper. It was all tarped up and everything else. It looked like it took him a while to set it up and stuff. And I was like, I'm not even dealing with these fools. I packed up and I left. I took the dog. I'm like, we're out of here. We're not dealing with these idiots that are just scumbags. They don't, these people don't mean shit to anything. They're shit in our society. They don't mean anything. They're doing it for, I don't know, $30, $50, whatever they're doing it for, because they don't have a job. They can't get a job and nobody would hire them anyway. They're just scum of the earth. And they got to sit there. There's 3 of them harassing one guy that's trying to go camping with his dog. And I have a heart condition. And these guys are half my age. I'm 48 and they're in their 20s. That's how these guys operate, you guys. When I was in the fake psych ward, it was 12 against 1. Younger guys, half my age. One of them was 19 years old. I seen him in the jail roster afterwards, and he was 19. And they wanted him to pick a fight with me, and I was over twice his age. And he was trying to pick a fight with me in front of my sister. And he had his brother there who worked out. And he's wearing like a see-through shirt so you can see his muscles and stuff. And, and he's sitting there moving his chair and everything else. And they're hitting me with rage, you guys. Finally, I said, is there a problem? I said, is there a problem? And he walked away. They told him to walk away or whatever. But he was 19 years old. And at the time, I was like 42. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like... I would like to see the people behind working the weapons. If they're just cowards or what, When you got to have 12 to 14 people bullying you and harassing you, that's not very fair. Are they that threatened? Or what? What's their deal? And this is what they do. They have multiple people at one time trying to pick a fight with you that are like half your age or 10 years, I don't know, 30s. They're in their 30s, over 10 years younger than me and all this stuff. And they try to provoke you and everything else, and this way they operate, but they think they can do whatever they want to us. We do have a right to call the cops on these guys, you guys. I'm not even messing around with these people. I'm not going to talk back to these people. I'm not doing anything. I will just hop on the phone and call the police from now on. I'm not, they're not worth it. It's not even worth your energy to get into it with these people. Best thing to do, call the cops. Try to make a record or a paper trail of the harassment. Try to create a paper trail. That's what I was doing with evidence and that gang stalking sign they came in and stole. I had a memory card. It was only 2 gigabytes, but it had good evidence on it. They came and stole it. They came and stole it when I got locked up. So, if you do get good evidence, you gotta, they know where you're hiding it because they're watching everything you're doing, so, but, You know, they think they can do whatever they want to us, and that's not necessarily true. In my program, I mean, you know, when I look back on it, they were hitting my Doberman hard. The night I put her down, she could barely walk, she wouldn't eat, and she looked like she was getting hit. Um, there might not have been anything wrong with her. She was 13.